Dear viewers, in continuation to my lectures which I am uploading time to time on my YouTube channel, this time I am uploading a new lecture which will be based on 2 or 3 parts, because it's a quite vast topic of painting of a painting system. So this in this slide number 1, I am going to present a painting system is like a dressing up of a building. A painting system is like dressing up building because it enhances its appearance, provides protections, and reflects style. Just as clothing can transform how a person is perceived, a fresh coat of paint can rejuvenate and redefine a structure, making it more appealing and attractive. So that's why we are calling it paint system is like dressing of a building. Viewers, in slide number 2, in my previous lectures also, which I uploaded on my YouTube channel, and in this lecture also, you can read my introduction in slide number 2. Further to the introduction, I would like to highlight very quickly a few points which are essential and necessary for the engineer. Dear engineers, acquiring only education in any of the engineering field is not useful unless you gain the practical knowledge in your choices field. Electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, or any of the trade of engineering you select, you have to gain the practical and technical knowledge while you are working on construction projects. Hence my lectures is based on topic of construction of building, from layout to the handing over of the construction project. My ambition is to equip the engineers with respect to the topic construction of building in the field, or not only to get the employment, but to get the knowledge also with respect to the engineering norms. So please get the knowledge, take the help from from your colleagues, from your seniors, even from the workers. Viewers, now we will go through the slide number 3, in which we will discuss about the recent innovation with respect to the paintings. There are rapid innovations in painting to the buildings, spaces, and marine related surfaces. Either private clients or business owner, the point of thinking is to consider the durability, sustainability, and the vibrant results of doing the painting in any of the surfaces. Related to the residential buildings, painting planning for the commercial surfaces, staying informed about the achieving the best results, new innovation to be referred, new innovation redirects about the eco-friendly paints, self-cleaning paints, thermal insulation paints, 3D paints, texture coating paints, augmented paint, and quick drying paint. So all these things are the new innovations of the painting, and we have to follow these. Viewers, I will discuss the definition of the paint in slide number 4. Paints are liquid substances that contains the pigment, which is coloring agents, binders, solvents, and additives. These are used to provide colors, protect the surface, and enhances the aesthetic. In addition to this, we will discuss in detail more types of definitions other than written in my slides, which I request you to please go through my slide in text and listen to me. General definitions are: paint is a liquid substance that, when applied to any surface, dries to form a solid coating, provides color, protection, and texture. Artistic definitions: in context of arts, paint refers to a medium consisting of pigment suspended in binder used by the artist to create visual works on surfaces like canvas, papers, and walls. Then the functional definition is: from the functional standpoint, paint is a product used to alter the appearance of surfaces, provide corrosion resistance, and enhances durability against the wear and tear of due to the weathering. And then the historical definition: history also describes the paint. History: the paints has referred to natural pigments mixed with binders derived from organic materials, evolving over time with advances in chemistry and technology to include the synthetic components. So these are some of the definitions which I discussed with you. There are some more, but it takes time and it doesn't allow me to describe all. Thank you. Dear viewers, we'll discuss in slide number 5 about the composition of the paint. The paint is composed of several key components, each serving a specific purpose. Number 1 is the pigments. These are finely ground solid and provides color, opacity. Pigments can be organic or inorganic and contributes to the paints, the appearance, and the coverage. Number 2 is the binder or the resin. These holds the pigment together of the paint contents and helps the paint adhere the surface. Common binders include acrylic, alkyd, and latex. Number 3 is solvents. These are liquids that dissolve the binder and give the paint a workable consistency. Solvents can be water-based or organic solvent in oil-based paints also. Number 4 is additive. Various chemicals are added to enable the properties such as flow, drying time, mold resistance, and texture. Example including surfactants, stability, and anti-foaming agent. These qualities are there of the additives. Number 5 is the filler. These are inert materials added to increase the bulk and improve texture, often found in lower cost paints. Examples includes talc or chalk. Together, these components create a paint that can be applied to surface to provide color protection and aesthetic appeal. So these are the contents and the compositions of the paints. Viewers, in slide number 6, we'll discuss about the different type of finishing items in painting system. In painting system, finishing items refer to the product of techniques used to achieve a polished and durable surface. In these finishes, the top coat is the first, which is provided to protect the layer without altering the color. Satin, gloss, or metal finishes, varying levels of sheen or aesthetic preferences. Number 2 is the sealant. The sealants protects against the moisture and wear and tear, often used in exterior surfaces. Primer ensures the better adhesion of painting and improves the durability. Texture finishes. These creates patterns of texture often used for decorative effects. Varnish and lacquers provides a hard protective finish with varying sheens. Satin adds color while allowing the grains of the surface to show through. Enamel offers a hard durable finish often used on metallic surfaces. Waxed finishes provides a soft sheen and additional protection. This is often used for the furniture. Specific finishes includes the effects like metallic or chalk finishes for unique look. Each of these finishing items served as a specific purpose in enhancing the appearance and longevity of painted surfaces. Dear engineers, contractors, project management companies, architects, and consultants, slide number 7 is related to the procurement of correct and suitable paint, which is very important for the painting system, so that the correct paint and correct variety of the paint should be selected. There are several ways to confirm the quality of paints, but we will discuss a few of them. In addition to consideration for the practical and visual inspection, cost effectiveness, wearability, covering capability, and easy clearance, there are more points to be considered while selecting good and suitable paints. So we'll discuss one by one. Number 1 is uniform appearance. Should have a uniform appearance of the paint. Consistency and viscosity. High quality paint typically has a smooth texture and proper viscosity for easy application. Adhesions. Apply a small amount of the paint and a sample to let it dry. Good adhesion and indicates the quality after a few days. Durability of the testing. High quality paint should resist wear and tear and not easily peel off or come out from the surface. UV resistance. Quality paint should maintain their color and finishes. Cost effectiveness is also important with respect to the clients and the budgetary prices of the contract. At times the paint is selected, it is to be considered that the paint to be in budgetary limitations of the client. Wearability. Wearing and tearing happens to the paint due to the climatic conditions. Hence, the paint to be selected after looking into each and every quality and variety of the paint. Covering ability is also important. There are many paints with less consumption and more covering, hence these paints are to be selected. Easily cleanable paints are the most important paints and most important quality of the paint. Since the painting is quite expensive operation and can't be replaced with the choice of shade and type of paint. To select the paint, it can clean whenever it is required to be repainted or color or shade is to be changed. Dear viewers, in continuation to slide number 7, we will discuss again about the procurement of suitable paints for the construction projects. In this slide, we will discuss about the reputation of the manufacturer when we are going to select the paint. Certification, it looks that certificate is to be issued by the manufacturer. Professional testing, the testing of the paint to be done on laboratory so that the paint is to be proved that it is suitable for painting. Environmental friendly paint, these paints are in fact water based paints are environmentally friendly. Aesthetical paints are to be to accommodate climatic conditions and changes, and paint should not wear and tear. These are the anti-fungus paints, doesn't affect the climatic conditions and are applied on external surfaces and exposed damp surfaces of the buildings and factories and mills and all that. In slide number 9, we'll discuss how to maintain the quality of the paint before painting and after painting. Good quality paint must have the following qualities which I am going to discuss with you to give the even surface and coverage to the paint. Preferably painted small area. That means that the sample is to be prepared and to be got approved by the architect and by the client. There should not be any gap between the painting layers, and then the uniformity throughout the surface to be maintained. Clear color separation so that all the shades and colors to be separated from each other. Fox finish to avoid the painting. These are the decorative paint finishes and are called the fox finishes, to be evenly distributed, no uneven surface to be left over. Then no bleeding to be done, to happen. To avoid paint bleeding, the wall should be properly primed, and dark shades should not be covered with a light paint shade, because it will not cover the dark shade earlier painted. In case of interior painting, make sure there is no bleeding of paint from underneath layer or to the upper layer. So these precautions are to be taken to maintain the quality of the paint. Dear viewers, in slide number 10, we discussed about how to maintain the quality paint at construction projects. In slide number 11, there are some details of uniformity, clear color separation, and fox finishes. So please go through all the slides and text and listen to me carefully. Maybe it's useful for the engineers, not only for the engineers, but it will be useful for the contractors, for the architects, for the consulting engineers, and the project management companies. So I request you all to please go through all my slides and go through my speech, so that the engineers can get some practical and technical knowledge while they are working on any construction project. Dear engineers, as we discussed in slide number 9 and slide number 10 about how to maintain the good quality paint at construction projects. In this slide also we will discuss only three points are left over from slide number 9 and slide number 10. If there is any moisture in plaster, number 1 is that uniformity is to be consistently done, because if the paint is not uniformly done, then there will be patches of the paint. Secondly, the care is to be taken that if there is any moisture in plaster wall or in plaster surfaces, the major reason behind the failure of any of the job is that the moisture contents are to be checked before doing the painting. There it should be 0, so that the paint should stick to the plaster surface properly. Care coloring separation, this is the second point, and we will discuss about it briefly, that all the different shades and colors to be separated properly, so that each and every color to be shown in its individual text. Fox finishing is not They are the actually decorative painting finished to be evenly distributed in color and texture. This is to be done by the painters and by the artists, so that they can get the best results out of that. This painting is done on either paper or on our canvas or any other place. Bleeding usually causes discoloration of the paint, and reddish yellow and spots are seen. So we have to take all these cares during the painting, thought finishes painting. Thank you. Dear engineers, the contractors, the consulting engineers, the project management companies, and the architects, I request you all to please share my channel link, and share my lectures to all your engineers in contact and in your staff, those who are interested to learn something. So please subscribe my channel, like my channel if you like it, comments on that. These comments are valuable to me. And also I request you to please, if you have any query, please feel free to write back to me on my email ID ghabd@gmail.com. So it will be appreciable if you can write back to me your comment. And also I will once again be thankful to you to please subscribe my channel, share my channel to as many as engineers in your contact, so that they can also get some practical and technical knowledge from my lectures if are useful for them. Thank you very much.